So, when last we left our adventurers, they
Yeah.
had just uh they had just got done traveling back to Neverwinter via teleportation casted by Nistool, as they are going to be traveling to a carnival that has arrived in Neverwinter. A carnival that, according to Nistool, houses a portal that will lead them to the realm of Prismere, where apparently Natasha Yaga is being held captive or missing, or you're not quite sure yet. But they have returned to Neverwinter and are going about doing some errands that may help them with future efforts and also tie up some loose threads from prior events. But first, we should get back to Eve, Bosch, and Nistool, who are currently on their way to the House of Knowledge. Is
Oh yeah.
there anything in particular, Eve or Bosch, that you would like to search for inside the House of Knowledge?
You first.
Well, I have a very important question. Did Tia come with us?
Yes.
Okay. Then Bosch will actually say, I just want to kind of help out with your stuff.
Oh. With Tia's stuff?
No, with Eve's.
Oh.
You.
Me.
Yes, you.
Oh. Okay. Ah, my goodness. Well, there are a bunch of things that I want to look into, but I guess we have to prioritize. Is Nistul standing directly over us? Is she off doing her own thing in her own little study cubby?
It looks like she will be going off and doing her own thing.
Okay. I kind of want to look into this Natasha Yaga individual before we go over there to find her. Not that I necessarily distrust Nistul's characterization of her, but if we're going to be interacting with her personally, I think I'd like to know a little bit more about her, since she's apparently a known figure.
Okay, we could look for that.
All right.
Do you think we need to look about Prismere too, or do you know about all that already?
Not really about Prismere specifically. I've heard of it before, but I don't know, it's not as well known as the rest of the Feywild. That would also be helpful to know about. I guess that would be more important, but I feel like that'll be difficult to come across.
I mean, they don't just have stuff about everything here.
I don't really know what their scope of knowledge is here, in spite of, the name. But it's definitely worth a shot. Do you want to split it? One of us could look for stuff about Natasha, and the other one could look for stuff about Prismere.
Okay. Now why don't I look for stuff on Prismere?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. I would like each of you to roll an investigation check. Bosch, you may roll with advantage because Tia is helping you.
Okay.
God.
All right. Let's start with Eve. So, looking for information on Natasha Yaga. You actually don't find a whole lot, but what you do find, it's interesting. It's sparse. Um, you One of the first things you find out is that much like Nistul and much the other members of the Circle of Eight, the Natasha Yaga is not from Faerun. Instead, they are from a world known as Oerth. As for what they specialize, they seem to be a special. They didn't specialize in a school like most of the other members of the Circle of Eight. Instead, they seem to focus more on occult studies and the studies on the Abyss in particular. Although she does have some claim to fame with a few enchantment spells. So if a school had to be associated with her, it would be enchantment. But she is mostly known for her studies on the Abyss.
Good to know.
As for her disposition, from the accounts that you've been able to find, she seems mostly distant, like someone who doesn't want to really engage with other people. Mostly keeps to themselves, is mostly what you're able to gather. Is there any other information that you would be searching for that perhaps I'm not thinking of?
I think the part that stood out the most in Nistul's description of this person was the fact that she has made so many mistakes that she feels the need to be running from. So probably just looking for anything about that sort of thing.
Okay. For that one, just a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
With a 21, given that she seems to be her area of expertise seems to be studying in the Abyss, and given Nistul's account of talking about how she's made many enemies in her line of work, it could be a safe assumption to say that perhaps the people that she's hiding from could be denizens of the Abyss.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There's some fun people there.
Yes. As for Bosch and Tia, looking for information on Prismere, you don't find any like first-hand accounts or anything like that. Mostly what you find are fairy tales describing a kind of a land of mischief and mystery, a land that children will get lost in and return decades later, not looking a day older, and tales of the Archfey said to help children in times of need unknowingly. Unknowing to the children, that is. And also the tale of that the Archfey is willing to grant wishes to those who would venture to seek her. But it is mostly just fairy tales. You're not sure how much of it is truth and how much of it is embellished. Is there anything else you would like to try to know?
So schemes here. Because this isn't actually what I was going to the library to find out.
Okay.
So, what I would do is, after finding this stack of books, be like, I'm gonna see if I can find a bathroom somewhere, and try to go off on my own.
Okay. Tia will keep reading, and is there anyone in particular you're trying to hide from?
Yes, I'm trying to hide from her.
From Tia?
Because I want to try to find books about dragons.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, but I think if I recall Tia's stats correctly, I think you should be able to easily manage.
Okay.
Alright. And then go ahead and roll another investigation check for these books on dragons.
Okay.
And also, what in particular are you looking for?
Okay, so I am ignorant about a lot of things. I want to figure out, like... Tia's whole, hand-holding caught me off guard, because I was treating her just as, a friend who's done a lot of great stuff for me. So I want to figure out, what's the deal with dragons who like people? What do they like? And what kind of... how do they relate to humanoid people?
Alright.
But again, Bosch is ignorant, so any knowledge about dragons is probably a step in the right direction.
Alright. With a 13, you're able to find a kind of a general guide on dragons. You don't find anything specific about first-hand accounts of relationships between dragons and such. But what you do find is that silver dragons in particular have a natural affinity towards humanoids. They seem to enjoy their company a lot more than others. As for how to please a dragon, usually that comes in the way of assisting them in building their horde. Now, hordes can vary from dragon to dragon, not just color. In general, treasure is valued through most dragons, but other dragons have been known to collect art. Some have even been known to collect trash. Others have been known to collect people. It's hard to tell what a dragon's hoard is until you actually see it.
Okay. And we've been moving around, so Tia hasn't had the opportunity to collect anything. Here, at least.
That would be a correct assessment.
Yeah.
It's also hard to tell because you don't know if she has a hoard, say, on Mount Celestia, or if she even has a hoard at all. It's a little hard to tell with Tia.
Yeah. Oh. Then I shall have to employ the scientific method, I think. Yeah. That is all worthwhile information.
Look forward to figure out what that means.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, then I would, having found out that much, would come back and attempt to continue to assist.
Alright. Eve, can I have you roll a perception check?
Okay. Bad.
Alright. So, unfortunately, you don't see her before, but after a while of searching, you do notice Nistool does seem to be at one of the other tables reading a book of her own.
Eve will close up her books, leave them at the table she was at, and drift on over and try and take a peek at what she's studying.
Alright. Have another perception check. With a 13, you are actually able to read the title. The book seems to have quite a few embellishings on it, and the title reads Volo's Waterdeep Enchiridion, a
Ooh.
visitor's guide to the City of Splendors, by Volotham Gadar.
As Eve is drifting by, she will just kind of slide into the chair across from the stool and say, "Hey, if there's anything you want to know about my hometown, you can always ask. I'm told I'm a very good guide."
I was just checking on some general knowledge. Possible places of interest to our common enemy.
Oh. Find anything promising?
Only the obvious of the statues.
Right. Well, I let my mother know about what his potential plans might be there, and she has informed the Blackstaff. So there's that, at least.
That is good. Blackstaff, if this is to be believed, it should be the only one able to actually control the statues. So if they're aware, they can be on defense.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? How are your studies going?
Oh, not too bad, thanks. It's not as easy to do research when you're, constantly distracted by, impending threats, I guess. It's not quite like the old times when I would just sit at home and read about all manner of things all day for fun.
Well, such is life. Things just seem to pile up.
That they do.
Important things that you didn't realize were important until they made themselves obvious.
Eve glances at her. Got any examples from personal experience?
None of great importance.
So, what was my mother like when she was young?
Oh. Well,
I don't get to hear as many stories from her as I'd like.
willful, eager, I'd say. Wanting to learn everything that she could, read everything. And most of all, she wanted to help people with the knowledge she gained. Or bring a little joy into their lives however she could.
Not terribly different then.
Apple doesn't fall far then.
Eve looks slightly uncomfortable at this. Well, that's kind of you to say so. I've had people telling me that my whole life, whether they knew me at all or not. At some point, I guess it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Hopefully.
I've seen people compared to worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Although I'm not sure if it's any better.
Being compared to someone so great, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've worked pretty hard in my life to avoid forcing myself to live up to that standard. But, it's hard sometimes not to slip up every now and then. But, anyway, Eve stands up. That's enough about me, I think.
All right.
I'm gonna get back to the research. Good luck to you. Please let me know if there's anything else I can be of assistance with. I know you know a great deal more than I do about pretty much everything, but Waterdeep is a specialty of mine.
I will. Good luck on your studies. And
Thanks.
also, the same goes to you about Natasha, if there's anything you need to know about her.
My, you've got good eyes under there, don't you?
It helps when no one can see them.
Makes sense. I'll let you know. I think I'm good for now. Unless you know any specific mistakes that she's made that you'd like to warn us about.
Specific?
I don't want to get too deep into her business, but, anything that might potentially affect the people around her.
Yes, anything specific that might affect you. It shouldn't be a problem in Prismere, but she wrote a book once, and not too many people were happy about it. If you do find any strange books, written by her. Be careful. Not all tomes are meant to be read.
He gives an involuntary shudder. Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind then. Thanks.
She gives you a nod and continues reading.
He hurries back to her table.
All right. Is there anything else either of you would want to do at the House of Knowledge?
I think Eve's good for now.
Yeah, I think I'm all good. Can I retroactively ask something about dragons? Sorry that I didn't think of it at the time.
No, certainly. Ask away.
About lifespans. Find any information about relative lifespan?
Yes. You find that dragons, that it's not actually known how long a dragon can actually live. Because there are a few famous records of some dragons that have lived for millennia. Famous example being, what's his name? I can't remember it off the top of my head. But there's an ancient red dragon that lives to the north, said to be as large as a mountain, but has lived for centuries and centuries. It's actually not known how old he is exactly, but he is pretty ancient. And there seems to be hints and rumors of dragons that might even be older than that. But they seem to not make their presence known. Because typically the lifespan of a dragon is cut short by either because the dragon has ventured out too far and angered something more powerful than it, or band of adventurers go and kill it because it has stolen something or threatens a town. So it's unfortunately the answer is unknown.
Yeah, Bosch's eyes would have definitely bugged out reading some of that.
But yes.
So yeah, we've learned a whole lot about Prismir. And I liked it's the story that had the talking cat in it, but it doesn't help us a whole lot.
Nothing specific about any rules that are in effect there, or anything like that?
Not really. A lot of the stories said that the lady in charge there helps people if they come talk to her.
Bosch, roll an intelligence check.
Okay. The 13.
A lot of the stories that you found kind of had had a very similar format to each other. That's it. That's all I had to say.
Okay. Um, Sounds like she helps kids who are in trouble. Do we know any kids?
Eve tilts her head. I don't know. I guess it depends on your definition.
Hmm.
I mean, we don't know exactly how old Veritas is.
Eat the Feywild.
Oh, and he has a whole bunch of kids. But
Hmm.
on the other hand, the stories kind of say that she usually helps in ways that they don't know about.
Huh. Well, that certainly makes her sound fairly benevolent, which tracks with what we've been told, so that's good, I guess. Although, I can't shake the feeling that, Archfey don't generally give aid for free. But that's good to know. Good find, Bosch.
Mm-hmm.
As for Ms. Yaga, well, she apparently dabbles quite a bit in, abyssal studies. And, if we come across any books of hers, don't touch it.
Okay. I mean, that's probably a judgment, but there's probably more advice for you than for me.
He looks sheepish. Well, anyway, successful information gathering. Good job, you two. I guess we... Huh?
Thank you.
No problem. I guess we go, What time is it now?
Let's see. You got here about... I want to say that it is probably about 2 o'clock.
So there's still quite a bit of time left until dusk.
There's a fair bit of time, yes.
In Eve's head, she's just like, more research?
You could.
Is there more stuff we want to find out?
Haha, always.
There's not going to be any books about this carnival, I don't think.
Probably not, considering how rare an event it is. But... I mean, it's worth checking into, I guess. Honestly, there are so many topics that I've been wanting to research for a long time now. But, been prioritizing stuff. But we do still have some time to kill.
If you want to, do some of that research, and I can help you out. Nothing super important else that I need to do.
Oh, I really appreciate that, Bosch. Are you sure? I don't want to make you sit around here with me all day if you don't want to. That goes for both of you.
It's no problem.
Huh?
I know this kind of stuff is important to you, and you don't get a lot of chance to go to the library.
Yeah, that's true. I have been sorely missing that. Eve claps her hands together.
Do they let you, take books out of here? Or do you have to read just everything here?
I think it differs depending on the establishment. We could ask about that, but to be perfectly honest, considering where we are planning to go, I feel like it would be, kind of rude to borrow some of their books and then disappear for potentially months.
Or years.
Or,
Yeah.
well, we're trying not to think about that possibility.
Okay,
But hey,
well,
if you want to
another
ask...
time.
Yeah, a different time.
Eve. As a as a peruser of libraries, you would know that for the most part, particularly the library in Waterdeep, you know that if there was any books that they were more keen on trying to keep a hold of, that they would issue copies out to people, knowing that there's a pretty high chance that it won't come back to them in one piece, if at all. So you might be able to acquiesce a copy of a book that you may want.
Okay, fair point. Eve relays that. Well, if there's anything that we really want to have with us, we can always request a copy. Whether they'll have one on hand or have to, make one, it depends. But it's worth a shot.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, there is another thing that's maybe not directly related to our next journey that I have been sorely wanting to research, and that is the Winter Court. Is that something that you'd be interested in looking into as well, or would you rather stay away from that topic, all things considered?
No, it's probably good to know. I mean, they're not gonna have books about me. So yeah, let's take a look.
Okay.
All right. Eve, go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage for the Winter Court. All right. For this one, you're actually able to find a few first-hand accounts of the actual Winter Court. Written by a drow, actually, but with a very unusual name, Barnabas Cool. Barnabas Kulv.
Okay. This is potentially completely unrelated, but, the butler at the Eshatel's place, he wasn't a drow, was he?
No.
Okay.
Clearly I go to Barnabas whenever I make up names.
I'm sorry! It's a good name.
But yes.
Very popular name that year.
There is
It's like-
secretly an organization of Barnabases working together.
The Barnabas 13.
So, the accounts of this Barnabas, in particular, speak of a cold and kind of ruthless land where it's survival of the fittest for the most part. Many of the court denizens will prey on each other if it means that they can become either stronger or gain something from it. But there does seem to be this seems to be this sort of weird rules that almost seem kind of that most of the court members seem to intrinsically know, so he wasn't able to really get a good idea on what those rules specifically were. But for the most part, it seems that if you are able to fight, you should and be challenged. But if you are unable, then you are to be left alone to fend for themselves. It's kind of strange. he did, and he does make mention of a few figures in particular. There seemed to be a strange goblinoid-like race that wore these red caps. They seem to be vicious in particular, very very cruel, as well as these feline type creatures that had tentacles coming from their backs. They were referred to as displacer beasts. They seem to be the more or less the hounds of their particular court. Very good trackers and very hard to pin down. There are quite a few Eladrin as well. They seem to have the same disposition as well. Typically cruel and uncaring. I feel as though I'm rambling. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
The rambling is very useful. I was kind of looking for any... I'm going to be straightforward. Any mention of specific figures like Greymalkin or Nifadora?
There is a mention of Greymalkin. Greymalkin is referred to as the court diplomat. Essentially, the person that they would send out to interact with anyone else of noble standing in other circles, be it anyone from the material plane or hell, even dealing with the summer court in a more diplomatic sense. But there is no mention of a Nymphadora.
Huh. And she, from what I recall, was elvish looking in appearance, but with blue skin? And Eladrin, maybe? Winter?
Yes, that would be the general appearance of most winter Eladrin, is elvish, got typical pointy ears, and bluish skin.
And am I remembering it right? When we met at Bishatel Manor, Greymalkin was introduced as Nifadora's like a bodyguard or not consort or not consort. She was introduced as guarding Nifadora and not being the one sent as a diplomat.
Yeah, like bodyguard / handmaiden, I think was her description.
That would be correct.
Ooh. Now I'm just being crazy. Any mention of the Queen of Air and Darkness at all? Of, like, any specifics about... I know she doesn't necessarily take physical form, from what I've seen. Where do they get their orders from? How do they receive their orders?
So that was a bit of a conundrum to this person as well. It seemed that any time that the Queen of Air and Darkness would issue orders, it was behind closed doors and only to a select few. So unfortunately he was not privy to that kind of knowledge. But it seems that that the Queen would give her direct underlings orders that would pass down through the ranks. Interestingly enough, Grey Malkin was consistently one of those underlings.
One of the ones that it was passed down through the ranks to, or one of the ones that were the select few that got their orders from her directly?
Select few that got directly.
Okay.
Another one of note would be a particular red cap. Basically, there were a number of races, and basically one of each race would be picked. Usually the cruelest and most devious of their kind. Basically, the ones that would be in charge of that kind of situation for their particular races. So there was one for the Red Caps, there's one for the Eladrins, which you would assume would be Grey Malkin, and there was also another one for a race known as the Darklings.
Okay. Thank you very much. Just gonna go sit in this corner with my tinfoil hat.
But yes, but Darkling is a term used for mostly. It's a general term for Fae that have more or less betrayed their original court of Summer. Basically, Summer Court Fae that betrayed the Queen became Darklings as they were cursed by the Summer Queen.
Ooh, okay.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Bosch?
Is there information on how you get to the Winter Court? Or I don't know if the Winter Court is a place so much as an organization, but how you would get to where they are?
That is something interesting of note, as Barnabas has written down these accounts, but he also writes down that due to his dealings, he had to give up the knowledge of how to get there in order to get this information. So unfortunately, in these particular notes, there is not a accurate description of how to get there.
Okay. I mean, that tracks based on what we know about these people.
Yes. All right. Well, if that does it for the two of you, then Veritas, where have you wandered off to?
Veritas wanted to find a spot that was devoid of people, somewhere that was empty.
Somewhere that was empty and devoid of people.
Also, I do not hear any music if there is any playing.
Well, there is.
Try refreshing? It's playing on mine.
Let me try refreshing.
Oh. Now it stopped playing on mine.
I'm sorry, I might have cursed the roll 20.
Oh, wait, it's back.
Sorry about that. Can you hear it now, Nick?
I'm refreshing and it's black screen.
Oh no.
Please.
Still nothing?
I'm just gonna exit out and try again.
Oh my.
Yeah. Lately I've been having this problem, Roll20 acting weird on me.
Unfortunate. Well, then let me ask you a quick question then. Would Veritas go to the cemetery, as that is a nearby location to where you were that is devoid of people?
If he knew that that place was somewhere empty to go to, then I think he would.
All right. Well, then, Veritas, you, seeking a place to be alone, head to the cemetery to try to collect your thoughts. Anything of particular note you wish to do, or?
I've loaded back in and the music's still not working.
Well,
Ooh.
So when you head over to the music tab, it just says nothing is playing?
It shows Rivertown, but it's like stopped at 104 and it's not moving. There we go. Thank you. It's working now.
All right.
What Veritas is doing is kind of looking around, making sure that there's no one around.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Yep, coast is clear.
Just kind of give a quick look around, but you don't really hear anyone, you don't really see anyone, and who cares?
And Veritas is going to cast Sending about as many times as he possibly can.
All right.
He can cast it about the 6, and he will even convert his other spells, basically burning everything in order to cast as many sendings as possible to send a long form message.
All right. Who is your recipient? And I will also remind you that that you do plan on traveling to the Feywild later tonight.
Yes, I do know that.
All right.
But he feels that this is because he's traveling to the Feywild, he needs to send this out.
All right. Then the recipient and the message, please.
And Ears kind of form from his eyes a bit.
All right. Virgil, could you roll a perception check, please?
Oh, buddy.
All right. Virgil, as you're walking away from your business, you catch a glimpse of a familiar elf that appears to be crying on a bench nearby, unaware of you, though.
Okay. I'm gonna... what am I gonna do? I'm gonna pull his sister and just kind of stay in the background. Just observe for a bit.
All right. Does Veritas do anything other than weep slightly?
If you paid attention to it, you would see from time to time that there would be this like purple aura, almost like Veritas was casting a spell. And then after a minute, or a couple minutes, he would exhale a bit and get up from the bench, looking very drained.
Virgil won't approach, he'll just go on about his business.
All right. Do either of you have particular locations in mind that you would proceed to?
I'm gonna try and find the wandering fucking weasel. Much as I hate that piano playing,
All right.
but I gotta talk to Tommen.
And Veritas, where would you like to go to after this?
Veritas is just going to wander around.
All right. Well, then, Virgil, can I have you make an investigation check?
Own damn city.
All right, then. After a bit of asking around, you note that it appears that they were some people matching the description of Tom and Lush and the rest were seen heading towards where apparently the Witchlight Carnival is also taking place.
Yay. I will head that direction.
All right. Gazrak, cool. What would you have done after your meeting?
That is a fantastic question. After the meeting with gentleman in the alleyway, I don't think he has any other pressing business in the city right now. I think his thing is kind of taken care of. Gosh, what would they go do? I think they're ready to wait for the loiter around the meetup.
All right. And just to be clear, the meetup was basically your guys' place, right?
I think
I hope
we said
not.
we'd meet over at the carnival.
Meet
Yeah.
over at the carnival? Okay.
Yeah.
I think Virgil said we should meet at the carnival and then left. Not that I'm
I
upset.
didn't. Virgil did say let's meet at the carnival because that's the location that we have to go to. That, and he has no idea you have a place here now.
Oh shit.
Oh, he doesn't.
That is fair.
So
So, I
even
mean,
though,
we
even
appeared
though
right in
Max was
front of
like-
it.
Yeah.
yeah, we appeared in front of it.
And
He had no
le-
idea it was yours.
Oh my god.
And
He left before you went
fucked
inside.
off, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
He just thought that
Well-
was some random shit magic.
Well, listen, Virgil, this is what you get for wandering off on your own immediately.
You're in my city. I don't care if you have a place.
Well,
You have a place to
That's-
stay here?
Yeah, it's called inns.
ooh,
You take all
your
types
city,
of
but you
people.
have no Is it really your city if you don't own any property in it?
Oh,
I don't own anything, but I know all the streets.
Well,
Yeah, no, I don't think I've got anything
Are you saying-
outstanding in Neverwinter.
I,
So you're
I-
saying you're homeless?
Yeah, I've been homeless since I've been dead. And have a plaque in the cemetery y'all don't know about.
To be fair, I know about it. No, I don't.
I
And
wouldn't be
you're really
shocked if
more
you did.
undead.
But it's still kind of hard to have property when you once worked for like the guy that gives it to you. You haven't been
Have
to
you
work
tried?
for like 3 or 4 years.
Oof.
That could be rough. Like, Virgil tries to go do anything legal related in the city. There's an actual death certificate, but like, fraud. This guy's dead. Put this man in irons.
I mean, he did directly speak sort of to Neverember when we took on the job originally.
I had my hood up the entire time though.
Oh, that's true.
he was
I did
trying
not
his
want-
best to hide his appearance.
Mm.
I did not want anyone seeing my face.
Although, speaking of legal documents, I think your name is on the deed.
Mm.
Oof.
It is in
So-
fact.
Oh god.
Has nothing to do with me. Y'all decided to put a name on the deed.
Mhm.
Doesn't even know the property exists.
But anyway,
Why am I getting taxed?
Gazrakul, as you are loitering about the northwestern entrance to the city, you spot your trusty companion Virgil Wintersbane as he seems to be looking around. And as
Oh.
for you, Virgil, you see the door to the Wandering Weasel, only it's on a tree now.
Jokes never cease to amaze me. I'm gonna walk over to the fucking tree. Open the door if I can. Hey, is this like high in the tree or is it like at the base of the trunk?
It's at the base of the trunk, very Keebler elf.
Okay. I don't know, man. Tom could be playing weird jokes.
Alright.
Like, you gotta have like a ladder to get here now.
And
Yes, I will. Enter the Wandering Weasel.
and Gazrakul, are you going to follow or
Yes, they will follow him
into the weasel?
into the weasel.
Alright.
Are you guys ready for this? Because it's our favorite part.
Hello and welcome to the Wandering Weasel.
Hey, Tommen, how's it been?
Oh, hello, Virgil.
Um,
Well, we're just getting set up here. We're getting ready for tonight's opening.
Yeah, you kind of parked right next door to the carnival trying to double down on business?
Well, you go to where the business is.
That's true.
Especially when you're fortunate enough to have an establishment like mine.
Is there anyone in the Weasel currently besides usual suspects?
Currently, the bar is empty. It's just Lush, and you assume that that Wellnan is in the kitchen and Sully is somewhere.
I mean, you've been a great help to my friends and myself, but I have a strange favor to ask, and if you can't accommodate to it, I'd understand.
Oh, and what's that?
He's gonna like lean in, get closer.
Mm-hmm.
You have like, oh, this is gonna sound so disgusting. The bottomless cup that could be filled with a liquid. I could occasionally drink out of.
Maybe. Perhaps I should go check, and at that moment the door opens. Hello, and welcome to the Wandering Weasel.
Thank you for your introduction as always. It is good to be here. Virgil, when you have a chance, we need to speak.
Well, don't let me keep you from something that sounds quite important. I'll check with Willnan. He seems adept at the arcane.
Much appreciated, Tommen.
And he will go into the kitchen.
Turn around. These guys are cool. Gesture to like a table that has a few chairs at it.
Take a seat.
Please do join us.
You insist. Pulls out a chair, sits down.
Let us be very upfront. We find you rather disagreeable as an individual. But it has come to our attention that you have some history in this city, do you not?
You could say that.
Well, in a manner of speaking, whatever that history is, we believe the saying is coming home to roost. Yes, that is the saying. While we were performing reconnaissance for our own purposes throughout the city, an individual made a proposition for us. This individual is watching you and following the party, and really wants you to die. Again, as it were.
This individual, you get a face, name, something.
He did have a face.
DM, was the name Gareth? Was it Gareth? It started with a G.
Garrett.
Garrett.
Garrett. I was so close.
You were.
And he's a Dragonborn, isn't he?
Yes,
Yes.
a black dragonborn.
Awesome. Okay, just making sure I get my details right.
A dragonborn by the name of Garrett, yes.
Posture changes. Serious and leans into the table. He approached you.
Yes.
Where and when?
I'd have to guesstimate 15 to 30 minutes previously in a back alley.
How far from the Weasel did you walk?
DM, guesstimate the details for us.
He's going full cop mode now, sorry.
Based on the scale that I have at hand, I would say
Because all I'm working
It's-
off is an alleyway.
200, 300 feet away.
It wasn't 300 feet away. Not very far. In fact, we happened upon you just after he made himself scarce.
And
This individual. Continue.
why would he approach you? What was your conversation about exactly?
DM, did he say he was Zentarum as well?
He did.
Or okay.
He is also apparently a member of the Zentari, but from the information he gave us, he is definitely the wrong kind. He attempted to turn us to his side by offering a meeting with the Manishun of Waterdeep.
Sorry, just trying to wrap my head around everything.
No, take your time.
Oh.
We understand for those with only one mind that it can take some time to process information.
A black dragonborn by the name Garrett approaches you claiming that he's in Tarum, that he wants to set up a meeting for you, specifically with this Manchun, which you told us you had a vision of.
Yes, Matt, we have not the time nor the inclination to fully discuss the political situation of the Zentarum on the ground, but a quick suffice to say, there are evil Zentarum that are very disagreeable to types like you, and then there is the true Zentarum who have found a way to coexist with the other factions on the Sword Coast. This Manchun is a clone of the founder of the Zentarum, who was a power-mad mage. Not a fan. Bad things happen. We want to kill them. Da-da-da-da-da. There you go.
Oh god, the image of him going da-da-da-da. As long as we're being upfront, whether it's his Zentarum, your Zentarum, doesn't matter. All do horrible, terrible things. You did
Okay.
help my friends rescue me. Then you went and did something foolish to get yourself frozen. For a while there, we were wondering how to even help you. Well, they were wondering how to help you. I could cared less. Then we did the pool thing, and the pool thing was a 50-50 with me, whether it got rid of you or brought you back. Why would you come and tell me all of this? Why not just go through with the plan and do whatever?
Because what he asked of us was to kill you in order to gain what he was offering. Now, we have no doubt about our ability to dispose of you, but that is against our current set of goals. We would very much prefer you alive and of assistance. He wants you dead, and we do not.
Yeah, I
And
know he does.
he has chosen the wrong side, so regardless of what you think of us, we have chosen to tell you, rather rather than to freeze you and burn the brain from your skull.
Yeah, but taking me out, you gain more enemies. Ones that you couldn't handle.
Now, I'm very sure that you have friends upon friends upon friends. The point is, we have told you, instead of attempting what the Black Dragonborn has asked. However, we do have a vested interest in both us getting the information from him, and we imagine you have an interest in making him dead. So we'd like to combine our talents.
That's where you're wrong. I don't want him dead. Just want to talk to him. Yeah, unlike you and your 3 heads. I only have the one, and the one gets cloudy very often, especially when events happen that I don't know of, and feel like he could help me piece together some events of my past. But what was his plans exactly?
He wanted to kill you. What part of that was unclear?
How? Is it just going to be you versus me? That's how he wanted it done?
Well,
Someone
it
that
wouldn't
hires
take much more than that.
Normally someone that hires someone to kill someone else has a specific way to kill them. It'd be a specific location, way of dying, final saying before the breath leaves my body.
You're really thinking too much into this. I don't know what you are to this individual, but trust us, dead was the only proviso, the only requisition. Whatever else you have between you, we'll have to find out if you would just come and find him.
Virgil's gonna get up. It was a nice talk. Sorry, your name seems to slip my mind. Only got the one.
They all 3 glare.
I kind of give a smirk and just walk back to the bar.
At the bar, you'll see that Tommen is there, seemingly listening with great interest.
Enjoy it. The
Oh,
conversation.
immensely. Quite interesting.
Yeah. So, I just asked you, but any news on my favor? Because I really need it. Because where we're going, apparently Eve keeps saying don't eat anything, and I'm gonna get peckish. I know I will.
Yes. As for something that could resupply, well, your need of,
Yeah.
you know. I do have in my possession a little trinket that I was able to pick up on my travels. And he places down a flask. This flask will recreate any liquid that is placed into it.
Is there currently anything inside of it?
I'm not sure. He pours out a glass. It looks like it is bourbon.
How do I place that for what we know I need?
Oh, you just put something in it. He takes out a bottle of scotch, pours a little bit into it, closes the lid on the flask, shakes it up a little bit, and then pours out of the flask a lot more scotch than was poured into it. There, see?
Oh, alright. In return for this item, is there anything I can do for you? I understand that this is just a loan. I plan on giving it back if I make it back, that is.
Anything that you could do for me? Well, you're heading to the Feywild.
Remind me?
A very specific part of the Feywild. Actually, there is something you could do for me. If you do find any fruit or any kind of vegetables, basically, I'm looking for different kinds of food that I might be able to ferment into different alcohols.
Fruits, vegetables, gotcha.
Yes.
It'll do. You will take the flask and just look at him and go, there's only a few ways I know how to fill this up, and one of them is the cleanest, which is, can you do it for me with your supply?
Oh, sure, certainly.
Rather not go out and kill someone.
Can certainly do that. And he will go and retrieve some blood for you to consume in your flask. There, that should get that all started.
You're a lifesaver, Tommen. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And he will take it and like tuck it close to his chest, like right underneath the armor, and like a pinch point.
Now, do keep in mind that it only produces a certain amount each day.
How much would that be exactly?
Well, it kind of depends.
Alright. Use it sparingly, gotcha.
I would.
Just for the help, Tommen, appreciate it.
No problem.
And
Is there
I
anything else
will-
I can get for you?
no, you've solved my biggest problem.
That's good to hear.
Fruits, vegetables, food, a wild for you.
Yes.
Hopefully be coming back with it.
I hope so too. I've so enjoyed your party's company. The story that you all seem to be on is rather interesting.
Key that Eve has, does that work if we were in the Feywild or no?
Don't really know. It's a bit of a stretch, I think. Probably won't know until you try it.
Just told me that.
I mean, I've never been anywhere other than where my bar is, so how could I know?
I've just been told that the Feywild has weird properties of
It does.
time, magic stuff. I don't know. Eve went
yes.
into detail. I kind of lost track of where she was going. You have a destination after the carnival's done here? Do you plan on staying in Neverwinter for, I don't know, 3 or 5 years?
Probably not that long, but as for after the carnival, well, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking maybe the City of Splendors would be a nice change of pace.
I don't know where that is, but I'll keep that in mind and talk to Eve about it. She probably does.
I bet she does. He says
All
with a grin.
Thanks, Tommen, and he'll head out Wandering Weasel and kind of just wait by the entrance or the main gathering point of the carnival.
Azrakul follows at an uncomfortably close distance.
Feel you breathing on my neck.
Good.
Oh man.
You get like 3 separate puffs of breathing.
Ugh.
You know the
Sorry.
head on the left, bad breath. The one in the middle, kind of like morning breath. That one on the right, though, that one's probably the freshest.
I forgot to mention that he's still under the effect of the disguised self, so you're feeling all 3 breaths, but there's still just the human under
Oh
the
yeah,
hood.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot
Ooh.
that's your go-to.
Yeah, I
Yes.
forgot to, but it's still on.
Well, funny enough, the disguise self wasn't working in the Wandering Weasel.
Oh yeah, it popped off in the weasel and then popped back on outside.
Yeah. Without needing of an additional casting, by the way, it just kind of turned off. Much
Bless
like
up.
Rest.
much like walking into an anti-magic field. All right. So, even Bosch, you have concluded your research, correct?
Yes.
So, I imagine you would start making your way towards the place to wait.
Yes, indeed.
Sure.
All right. Nistul accompanies you, as well as Tia. And I believe that just leaves Veritas wandering through the city. Veritas, can you go ahead and roll me a D100?
I can certainly do that.
79. Alright. Walking along, you start to notice that the streets are slowly becoming more and more scarce of people. There's a lot. There's not so much of a crowd or a hustle and bustle, but you still feel like you get this feeling like you're being watched. And looking up at the rooftop of buildings, you notice that there are several pigeons who seem to be tracking you.
Any of these pigeons look familiar?
You. Yeah, a few of them do.
Telepathically, Veritas reached out to one of the ones he is familiar with. So what do you want? I see you tailing me.
Well, we're just making sure that you're doing okay. You know, you've been missing a couple of days. You know, we're real appreciative of the coup you finished.
Had some help there, but yeah. You know how it is. Just gotta take care of a few things. Business gets complicated.
What about you? You seem kind of down in the dumps.
Saying goodbye to the kids is always a tough one.
Oh, that is always a tough one.
I don't know if I'll be making it back after this next trip.
Well, sorry to hear that. Something dangerous?
Yeah. Not too sure what we're going to be run up against. Say, tell Al Capone. Greetings from Veritas.
Will do. And, you know, keep an eye out. You know, watch yourself. And the pigeons will fly off. you do notice that it is starting to get a little bit late in the day, Veritas.
Where do I go from here?
Veritas looks on the other streets.
You look around and do not see anything familiar.
Ah!
Veritas begins wandering, lost in Neverwinter.
All right. Go ahead and roll another D100. $57. As you kind of walk aimlessly through the streets of Neverwinter, you do notice that that every once in a while you do see someone, and they all seem to be kind of heading in the same direction. Following them, you're able to kind of get this general air of excitement from these people. It seems like they're heading to go do something quite fun at a carnival. And eventually, you do make it to the northwestern entrance where the rest of the party is waiting.
Nice!
Waving to them.
You all have been waiting
Right.
for a couple of hours at this point.
You guys literally let him walk by himself in the city. Why?
You passed him by while he was crying on the bench.
Oof.
Not my responsibility.
Well, we'd set a meetup point already, and there were posters everywhere. I didn't figure. Hey, Veritas!
Oh,
Well,
Better
now
late than
that
never.
everyone is
I was afraid I wasn't gonna find this place.
Where'd you go off to?
I don't know.
Well, you made it. That's what counts.
hard is it to find a place that has colorful tents?
Well, it's outside of town, so the walls can make it a little difficult.
Who was that just spoke?
Oh, that was Shelby.
I fucking figured that. Ugh.
Do we want to like set up buddies to watch out if
Yes.
people are gonna get lost?
Is Shelby currently not in rapier form?
No, in fact, she has not been there waiting with you. She just kind of showed up just now.
Oh. He grins at her. Yes, in general, I'd say it's probably best for us all to stick together. As closely as possible. We really don't want to lose anyone in here.
Well,
Do I see any flyers talking about the eating contest?
You do.
Veritas runs over to the flyer.
well, we know what he wants to do. Livy, would you like to participate in the eating contest as well?
I'd rather not.
Well, now that everyone is gathered, we feel the need to make it known, since he will not, that there is an agent of Manchun following us, seeking the death of Virgil Wintersbane.
Wait, what?
Oh, Eve, it's nothing new. Alright?
It's nothing new.
Who wants to kill Virgil?
A lot of people do. Apparently.
You mean
This individual seemed to know him very well. An individual from his past, perhaps.
Non-three-headed friend here had a conversation. He told me that Spirit is looking to kill me, and so he hired our three-headed friend here to do it.
he hired? What? Eve stares at Gazrakul. So you spoke to him? When?
Earlier in the day.
About 4.5 hours ago.
So he's here?
Why wouldn't he be? This is his home.
From here. But yes, he is in the city. I was hoping the party might take it more seriously than Virgil himself. He seemed much more concerned with his last words than the fact that someone was attempting to kill him.
I have an entire family wanting to kill me. Do you think one person really gives... I don't care.
When they have the backing of their entire faction of the Zentarum, then yes, it is significantly more of a problem than you make it out to be.
I have the entire city of Silver Rock wanting us dead.
Yes, but the entire city of Silver Rock is not located here within miles of us right now. So I agree with
How do we know?
Gazrakul. I think this is a significant threat, so all the more reason for all of us to stick together at all times. She gives Virgil a very pointed look.
Eve, I appreciate the concern, but do you know where Haskell is? Because I sure shit don't. You know where mother or father are? Father's probably still sitting on his ass in the chair, but her mother seems to be very powerful. Entire Royal Guard and everyone in Silver Rock will not forget what we did. They
That
have
is-
more power in faction of the Zentarum, which apparently, according to our friend here, there's 2 of them and they're squabbling.
I'd like to make it clear that a group of vampires in a small city-state does not have the reach of Manchun and the Zentarum. This is a gross underestimation of their capabilities, and we kind of regret not killing Virgil at this point, but we're not going to.
A lot of people regret not killing me. You had your shot, didn't take it. That's on you, buddy. Plus, I don't know Manchun. I don't know what he's capable of. You speak as if he's a god of some type.
Well, it seems the crux of your problems is not knowing much, Virgil. So maybe let the knowing, leave the knowing to others.
Cashew?
See, that's the thing. I don't trust others, which means I don't trust you.
Well, that's quite the revelation. Do you have anything else you'd like to get off your chest?
No, not really. I mean, that was pretty clear when we were all talking to save your ass was, should I be a part of it? And I said no. You're a part of Zentarum. I was kind of wanting the other end of the spectrum to happen, you know. Staying in an ice block wasn't a bad thing. I mean, according to... What's your name? She was talking to you in your head, asking if you want to do pull cards. Did you pull?
You
Did you want
watch
to pull
the
cards?
human. You watch the human underneath yawn very openly.
I mean, if you want to take a nap, you can lay down. Plenty of people sleep on the ground.
For someone who had nothing more to get off their chest, you sure are talking a lot.
Yeah, that's because I don't want to go to the fucking Feywild.
Well, anyway, Eve kind of like sidles over, kind of
Eating
between.
contest, let's go!
Yeah,
Right.
let's. Well, wait before we run in there. Veritas isn't already running, is he?
Veritas is already running.
Wait! Eve kind of like runs after him to grab his wrist. Did you not hear me about sticking together?
Alright. Veritas and Eve run off towards the fair. What about the rest of you?
Just kind of keep an eye on Chelavi, that's all.
It's fair time, baby.
Said
Wait.
keep it together. I'm gonna run.
All right.
There's something
Actually,
I want to do. Wait.
Probably way faster than Veritas if I want to just run up and stop him.
You could if you wanted to.
Physically restrain this child.
We need a leash.
Yes, we do.
That won't work, he can shapeshift.
Oh god, you're right. If someone's able to stop Veritas before we get to the carnival grounds.
Yeah, sure. I will try to catch up with him and be like, right. And if he does not respond, we'll physically try to stop him.
Thank you.
Very squabble before Feywild on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wait! Okay, listen, guys, before we go in there, since we're making a beeline for, well, not making a beeline, but since we're going to the entrance in there somewhere, I think it's probably important that we go over the rules for navigating, you know where, before we actually get there. I think that's important. By the way, is Nistul still with us?
Nistul is kind of waiting patiently over kind of to the side.
Okay. Alright. So, I'm gonna go over the, rules of conduct for entering the Feywild with you guys. Everybody ready? It's very, very important to listen to these carefully.
Hey, Veritas listens, can you go to eating contest?
Eve stares at Veritas and says, "There will be a quiz after this. If you pass, you could go to the eating contest. How's that sound?"
What's a quiz?
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna check and make sure that you remember everything, alright? How's that sound?
Does that mean Veritas get to eat?
If you remember everything, sure. So remember like your stomach depends on it. Ahem. Okay, so I find that it's usually helpful for remembering things when those things are catchy, and there is a song that is quite useful for remembering rules in the Feywild that I will give you a performance of that will hopefully aid your memory, alright? Eve busts out her lyre and looks around to make sure everyone is paying attention.
Veritas wipes the jewel off his mouth.
God damn it.
Ash has sat on the floor, legs crossed, but also has Veritas like in a headlock.
Standing, arms folded, waiting.
Okay. Eve sings you guys a song. That I will put the lyrics for in Discord, I guess. Because
That's not very Sam Regal of you.
Not gonna
I was
sing
about
and
to say,
perform an actual song for us.
do it.
Oh god. Well, sadly this song does not really exist and I didn't come up with a melody for it. So, yeah, this is exactly how it's gonna go down. Sorry, Sam Regal.
You didn't come up for a melody yet.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yeah, it's real
Look,
long.
it's like 3 lines in and goes, fuck.
Don't worry. Eve's gonna summarize the rules when she's done.
I was about to say Veritas, VVV. Veritas, you gotta remember each of these and spit it back out.
Oh, you're right. No, Virgil too. I mean, I'm slightly above average of intelligence.
Eve, roll a performance check.
Oh boy. Oh no.
No, we don't remember shit. We're all gonna die.
Oh god.
It's all right.
Get the chorus.
Eve is a little frazzled by the attention span of her audience. But after she's done, she's like, okay, so, summarizing. Rules. Don't insult anyone. Okay? Don't promise anyone anything. Do not consume anything. She stares at Veritas.
Veritas can't consume anything.
Not
How Veritas eat?
Not anything from there. You can eat our rations that we brought. I got a couple of jars of pickles still. Nothing from there. Okay? Also, don't join any dances. And, yeah, we're not staying too long. That's it. Okay, you remember them?
Yeah, one question. Your first time performing in front of people?
Eve's face turns beet red,
It's
and
not
she
that.
glares.
It's
It wasn't
not that
bad, but I'm just saying. I was expecting like carnival stuff, like fireworks and magic spells being cast, but kind of stumbled over a few words there.
Veritas is vocals.
The option to kill him remains available.
Eve's still glaring at Virgil, and she goes, you know, maybe we'll talk about that later.
It was a wonderful performance, Eve.
Ah, yeah.
I get it. Keep your mouth shut, literally and metaphorically.
Pretty much. Okay.
Can you let
Refusing
go
to speak to
of?
somebody. Okay. You gonna run away?
Maybe.
I got another question before we do that. Then, a question. Refusing to speak to somebody still could be kind of insulting too, huh?
You know, that it can. To be honest,
Okay.
it's kind of difficult to avoid insult, especially when the other party is actively looking to be insulted, so they have an excuse to do something. Basically, we'll stick together. If there's any talking to be done, just be careful about it. That's all. Be polite.
Unmute. Solves everything.
If Veritas talking head, is that polite?
Probably not.
Maybe let's try to avoid that if possible. But anyway, to be fair, most of these rules won't apply in the carnival itself, except probably be polite. So, let's do this, everyone. Stick together. Buddy system. Let's go.
Okay. We'll release the headlock.
Eating contest.
Does Veritas run off?
Does Veritas know where the eating contest is?
You do not know.
Eating contest.
Nestor will look to all of you. This is where we will part ways. Given that the portal is somewhere inside, there's likely agents of Prismere inside the carnival as well. If someone like me arrives, they will suspect something. So, I wish you the best of luck, all of you. If you do make it back, I will be awaiting you in Waterdeep. I will be trying to get things ready.
Okay. Is there a place we should find you in Waterdeep, or are you gonna find us?
It seems as though the Yawning Portal is a fairly respectable business that I'll be staying at.
Oh, that place. All right, then we will check there for you as soon as we get back. We will do our best to make haste.
Please do. It may very well be, depending, your swiftness may very well be affecting of your life and the lives there of everyone here. No pressure.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, I bid you adieu. And the stool will turn and leave all of you. So,
Right. Eyes peeled for a door, I guess.
Much as I hate to say it, we should probably wait on the carnival games until after we come back. I mean, oh, Eve, you did promise that Veritas could do the eating contest.
That I did. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure that the portal and the carnival games are two entirely separate matters, knowing how things work in the Feywild.
indeed.
Alright, so Veritas, take him to the eating contest and see what happens.
Pretty much. We'll just wander around and keep an eye out. And see what we can turn up. After the eating contest.
All right. You all approach the lights that have kind of appeared out in the field outside of Neverwinter, as the first stars of night twinkle above an apricot sky. You notice that there are giant dragonflies that are kind of buzzing around, trailing streamers behind them, and there seems to be a low mist that curls over the ground. There's a floral archway, and through it you glimpse wondrous and vibrant creatures, elf stilt walkers, dancing fairies, and painted performers. You hear laughter, you see pixie dust and bubbles, and the wistful tune of a whistling calliope. As I welcome you all to the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Fish and dig. Holy shit, I feel like I'm playing Candyland.
Oh my.
You have no idea.
Are we allowed to move our tokens? Because I can't.
Are you not able? Oh no.
I am not,
I am
sir.
not.
You know,
I
we
can-
should probably just move as a group.
Yeah. I'm sure that's exactly what will happen. At all times.
Snail racing! Oh, that race will
Found.
take forever.
I have found the feasting orchard.
We know what we're being.
There's a lost property.
Yes. It's a proper carnival.
Eve has looked really stressed leading up to this moment, but as soon as they step into the gate, she begins to look really excited.
You're a kid at a theme park.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You realize
Like-
for the first time in a while that Eve is probably just, like, recently reaching adulthood.
My.
Like how you just went all mom on us, and then the moment we enter, oh my god!
Yep.
Yes. So, As you approach the entrance to the carnival, you see a silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of the ticket booth and is surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. And you see an elderly goblin perched behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. As he lowers it, he calls out, "Greetings, fair fairgoers."
Hi.
Hi!
No, you're supposed to say hi, not bye.
Hi!
Hold on. He holds up this huge earphone. Ear horn, I should say. And holds it up. What'd you say?
Hi!
Oh, yes, hello. Are you here for the fair?
Eating contest!
Oh, I don't know of a fleeting contest, but I know there's an eating contest inside.
Send help.
Eve gives a big thumbs up to him and says, "Oh yes, that will do nicely. Yes. About which way is that?" She points in various directions as she asks.
I don't know where a witch is, but the eating competition is to the north in the feasting orchard. But first you need tickets.
How much?
What?
He just mimics money symbol.
Oh, let's see. For you, and you, and you. It kind of point a finger at Gazrakul. You don't quite fit. Are you perhaps pretending to be someone you're not?
It is a distinct possibility.
All right. Then yes, that matches the descriptions. And he pulls out a box. Your tickets have already been paid for.
Oh, by whom?
What?
Who paid for our tickets? She half shouts.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, here are your tickets. And he will hand each of you a ticket. You'll notice that they kind of have places to punch holes in. So you use these tickets to sort of pay for some of the rides and attractions. Each ticket is good for 8 attractions. If you wish to peruse any more of the carnival's offerings, you could buy another ticket, which are 8 silver pieces. Oh, and another thing, he pulls out from behind his desk a large pair of beautifully colored butterfly wings, each with a harness to wear them. You will each need to wear these to signify that you are indeed a paying customer.
Can we see if other people are wearing these things?
Yes.
Veritas puts his arms forward.
Me first. Me. Me.
Oh, yes, here you go. And he will hand each of you butterfly wings to wear.
Josh is super excited about this.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, I'm just gonna look over at Gazor Cool and just be like, shake my head no.
Can I insight him?
Insight the old man?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is he telling the truth, or is this a gag?
About the butterfly wings?
Yeah.
He is being 100% honest.
Son of a bitch. Well,
But he does seem like he's hiding something
oh my.
with that high of a roll.
You know, Gaz is gonna dig it a little deeper about the tickets. He's gonna see what information he can get.
Is it often that tickets are paid for in advance?
Huh? Tickets paid for with lance? No, we don't accept lances as payment.
And Bosch will lower the lance slightly.
I mean,
For
if you
tickets.
want, you could barter with a small pact. If you don't want to pay money, it's just a small little thing. Really, it'll wear off by the time you leave the carnival.
You're not what you appear to be, are you?
I'm not what I am? What? I don't understand.
Gaz is gonna look at Eve.
It's fantasy.
Eve kind of gives a shrug and just mouths, probably.
I mean, I am very gay. Have you seen this place? It's very exciting. Makes me so happy inside.
Stay, Mr. K.
And then they'll walk off.
You got this.
Did you put on your butterfly wings?
Oh yeah, they did.
Does anyone refuse to put on the butterfly wings?
I'll single strap them. Not put them on completely.
Fair enough. That'll work. That's enough for him. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Veritas is already running to the eating contest.
Oh, well,
I
he
was
seems
thinking
excited.
about buying more tickets, but we can come back.
Yes, I'm always here.
Eve is like half walking after Veritas already, but as she's passing by, she'll be like, yeah, is there anywhere particularly exciting or impressive that you would recommend that we visit while we're here?
Is there anything particularly... I've heard that the snail races are interesting.
Eve looks mildly disappointed. Okay, great! Thanks for your recommendation! Let's go, guys!
Mm-hmm. Have fun, kids.
Thanks, mister. Bye-bye.
All right.
So this is the part where the group crosses this little bridge and we just go different directions, right? Because that's how this is gonna go.
Oh god. Please no.
All right. So, Veritas, you're making your way towards the feasting orchard, correct?
Yes.
And I assume, is everyone following him?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Bring it on.
So you get to the feasting orchard, no problem. There is a general sense of like merriment around. Kind of people are very happily moving about. Oh, did Virgil split off?
That's the second time he's heard something about snail races, so he's kind of thinking that the door may be over there.
God damn it, Virgil!
All right, Virgil splits off.
You know,
Gazrak, cool. How about you?
He's following along with him
Oh, with Virgil?
for now. No, with the party.
Ah, okay. Then, so, for those of you arriving in the feasting orchard, music and mirth radiate from this park. The heady sense of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruit from trees. Musicians drum, pipe, and strum. And everywhere there is singing, dancing, and an inordinate amount of custard. And I would like each of you there to roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Bosch, you are the first to notice. Or, actually, now that I think about it, would you notice it?
Tell me.
I don't remember if you met her. Tell me, did you... I'll just describe who you see. You see a gnome sitting on a swing, strumming away at a lyre that has a illusionary card stuck into the strings. And she just kind of is generally playing. And there also seems to be this pale frog that seems to be with her. And
Yeah, I totally met.
okay, I couldn't remember if
Forgot
you
her
did
name.
or not. But yes, but you see Eliwick Tumblestrum.
I'll point it out. Assuming Eve is going to be the one most interested. Like, hey, it's that it's the gnome lady that we saw.
Oh,
Shander?
wow. My goodness, she certainly traveled far in a short time.
I mean, I kind of did too, but yeah.
Fair point. Huh. I wonder if she's directly associated with the Winter Court, or if she's just an acquaintance.
You know, from what we found out at the library, it doesn't seem like the type.
She doesn't. But then you never really know. Maybe we'll keep an eye on her while she's around.
Gonna say, do you want to go say hi, or is that weird?
Maybe I'll hold off on that for now.
You notice that Eve has pulled out her journal and is just kind of walking around doing 360s, just looking at everything and just writing stuff in her journal.
All right. Off in near one of the other tables, there seems to be kind of like this staging area set up. Plates of cupcakes are set up in front of seats, and you hear someone announce, "The fairy eating contest will be starting in 10 minutes. Contestants, please sign up."
Did he just say fairy eating contest?
Fairy cake eating contest.
Oh,
Ah,
okay, that's a good distinction.
Veritas runs over to the sign up.
Ah, yes, that. I just need to punch your ticket. And so...
There you go.
So yes, I'll need each of you to keep track of how many punches your ticket has. as certain
Okay,
attractions.
what do we start with?
You start
You
with
do.
8.
8, got it.
So this will be 1 ticket punch for Veritas. Is anyone else going to sign up for the ferret cake eating contest?
Nope.
Go.
Eve is going to sit on the sidelines and cheer on Veritas and anyone else who joins in while writing stuff in her journal.
When it's announced, Bosch looks excited for a second and then thinks and looks disappointed and does not get up and sign up.
Oh. Don't be discouraged.
Is this obvious?
It sounded obvious.
That seemed pretty obvious.
Oh, hey, you okay there, Bosch? Were you gonna
I'm just
participate?
kind of worried about big stuff here already.
Yeah, but according to, well, what we heard before, from our companion, the food should be safe here. Just, when we go elsewhere, might not be a good idea to eat anything after that. But for now, I think it should be alright, if you want to.
But you know what? I mean, Veritas is a dead ringer for this. It'd been more fun to just watch him destroy all these other guys.
That is definitely true.
But hey. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. So, Veritas, you sit down in front of a plate full of custards, and you see that there are other people lining up next to you, also probably here to participate in the contest. So, what is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution modifier is a +3.
Let's see, it's +3. Okay. All right, now that we have all of our contestants, when you're ready, I will ring the bell when you're ready to start. In 3, 2, 1, and he rings a bell. So, here's how this works.
Okay.
You are able to eat 6 custards. No problem. However, you must, after the 6th one, you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yeah?
Cool.
That tracks.
You do this until you've eaten all your cupcakes. And I will let you know.
Alright. So, I roll again?
Yeah. You're basically gonna roll until you either fail or you... Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Alright. So here's the next part of this.
Didn't have to wait long.
I
Have
now
inspiration.
have to roll for custard damage.
Oh shit!
Fortunately for you, you only take 1 custard damage. Now, as for how much custard damage you can take, that is equal to your hit die plus your Constitution modifier, which would be your level 1 hit points. Which for you, that would be, I believe, 9 hit points.
Yeah? Oh no, it's my hit dice plus my Constitution modifier?
Your hit die, the maximum number on your hit die. Which I
Oh,
believe
yeah, that would be...
It is a
That's
D6 for
six.
sorcerers, right?
Yeah, 6.
So a total of 9. So basically, just in your temporary hit points, put down 8.
Okay.
Since I took away a 1. And you are pulling ahead of most of the competition here, but there's a dwarf that seems to be keeping up with you for the moment. Go ahead and roll a couple more con saves.
I'm going to burn my inspiration.
All right.
Are you fuck?
Give it another roll. All right. And again, he seems to be... He's slowing down a little bit, but he's still keeping with you. All right. I have to do math because it broke down a little bit weird.
Okay.
You're almost out of cupcakes. It's coming down to the wire. Give me 2 more.
Yes!
And you are able to finish your plate well ahead of this dwarf. And we have a winner! Wow. Quite the stomach on you for such a scrawny fellow. But in any case, here is your prize. And he hands you a cupcake. But this cupcake is not like any other cupcake. For you see...
Toss eats it.
Don't eat it! Wait! He doesn't let you eat it yet. This cupcake, when eaten, will allow you to move unseen. This cupcake functions like a potion of invisibility.
Veritas stares at the cupcake ready to eat it.
So I would recommend that you don't eat it until you really want to, not be seen. Do you understand what I'm saying?
How tasty is it?
Oh, no, he doesn't.
It tastes like a cupcake. Like the ones you just ate.
Veritas is reaching for it.
Do you have like someone that helps you, or?
Anyone want to step in before Veritas eats it?
Are we watching this going down and hearing what's going on?
I assume so.
Eve will hurry forward and grab Veritas by the forearm and smile at the guy and be like, we're friends of his. Maybe let's maybe not eat this just yet.
We get him some normal cupcakes to tide him over.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, certainly. We have plenty of them. I mean, hell, if you really want to, you can have the leftovers.
Yay! That sounds awesome, actually. I'll take one of them, too, if you don't mind.
All right.
Veritas goes over to the dwarf's plate.
Hey, there's that.
Oh wow, that's a dick move.
All right. So, which of you will be taking this special cupcake?
Are we confiscating it?
Hate to say it, but Eve's the only one with a bag of holding.
Stuff the cooked cupcake in there. Squish it a little bit.
I'm just gonna hold on to this for you. I'm gonna put it with the other rations, so we have it for you for later, okay? Don't worry, it'll be right here with us.
You want to put it in the bag, right?
You know what? Just for you.
Eve opens up her liar pouch that is already looking a little bit full and will just kind of try to find a little corner of it that she can cram it into carefully.
You don't mind if it's a little squished, do ya? It'll taste the same.
It does, don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
Veritas begins going over to grab the leftovers.
All right. Eve, go ahead and add a potion of invisibility to your inventory with a note that it is a cupcake.
Okay.
A cupcake of invisibility.
Noted. Eve hopes it doesn't gunk up her journal pages, which, you know, she also keeps in that pouch.
Let's hope. So, Virgil, you
Shit, I forgot. Yeah.
have found a particular interest in the snail racing.
I would not say I'm interested in the snail racing. He is going to observe.
All right. You go over to observe the snail racing.
Anything look like the fucking door to the Feywild?
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay. With a 24, you're able to kind of get a really good lay of the land. First thing you notice is is that the grandstands for the snail racing are packed. There are a lot of people here that seem to be eagerly waiting for these snail races to happen. You can see that there are 8, and these snails are massive. They are bigger than you. They are large creatures.
What I had in mind when I heard this.
Yes, but there are 8 giant snails, large creatures, that are each being cleaned by pixies. Kind of scrubbing a bit of dirt off them. And you notice that each of the giant snails actually has saddles to ride them.
Oh boy. Alright. Just gonna find, like, I don't know, not someone that works here, but someone that, like, has the fucking wings on, and ask them.
You'll notice that the people who work here also have wings on.
Son of a bitch. Are they actually like wings?
They look to be the same as yours.
If there's any actual real fucking Fey people here. Fine, I'll just go up to, like, stranger, I don't care who it is, and just how does races work exactly?
Well, the races, they work like they don't work like most other races. You see, actual carnival participants actually ride the snails around the track.
Is that safe?
Of course it's safe. They're just snails after all. And there's kind of this wry smile.
I want to insight that.
Go ahead.
I know my insight's gonna be fucking useless with the Fey people.
Insights.
You never know.
15. You could tell that while he's certain that there is no danger, there is a surprise waiting for anyone who doesn't know.
Yep, that'd be me. Right, so tell me, like, assuming there's, like, kids running around, he's gonna, like, point to one. They would ride that, and that's safe. I mean, that's a pretty... And those are bigger than me.
There are safety measures in place. After all, the pixies will come and stop anything from happening.
A prize for this?
Why, yes. The jockey who wins the race will receive a very special potion.
How do I participate?
Well, you just walk up to the attendant, they will punch your ticket, and you will enter the race. Although it looks like we're waiting for a few more racers to arrive. You wouldn't happen to know anyone that would be interested, do you?
I have a few people in mind that, at least one, sure, I would enjoy this.
That's good to hear. I'd hate to have anyone miss out on any of the festivities.
Is there a start time for these races?
Well, they usually start about when they can get together a crew to race.
First come, first serve. Gotcha.
Yes, but do keep in mind, this is one of the most popular attractions here.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't expecting that. I'll go see if my friends would want to participate.
Alright. So I imagine you would head off to...
Yeah, but in the meantime, he's just constantly looking around, seeing if he can get a fucking door to the Feywild. I know it's probably not gonna happen, but that's his main goal, is to find the door.
Alright, then go ahead and roll another perception check as you walk back.
Where to God, if it's in the ticket booth? 19.
Alright. With a 19, while walking back to the feasting orchard, kind of looking around to see anything out of the ordinary, you do notice one thing quite out of the ordinary. You see a large feline figure, kind of with these furry tentacles coming off its back, but strung along those tentacles seems to be some canvas in the stylings of a butterfly.
Hey, above board, did you just tell me that there's a displacer beast that has like verified canvases on it?
I might have, yeah.
Okay, that's... Oh, I'm not gonna enjoy this. It's too weird. Which way are they heading? Out of curiosity.
They are sitting at the lost property, and they seem to be sitting with a small child, just kind of hanging out next to them. I'm trying to find the art for them. Where is it? Lost things. I hate that this is out of order. Damn it. In the meantime, here's the... I found the ticket, finally. But I cannot find this poor displacer beast.
Oh no.
Oh my god, there's actual art of the displacer beast with the butterfly canvas.
Yes, and I cannot for the life of me find it.
There it is.
Amazing.
Like, I mean, I have the giant snail race, I have the... Where is this damn displacer beast?
Oh, displacer beast for you.
Knowing the displacer beast, it's gonna keep teleporting away from you the closer you get to it.
Yet when you look away, it will teleport next to you.
Ugh.
Okay,
SCP.
I'm gonna do this, and we'll see what happens. Nothing happened. That's not a good
Currently
sign.
nothing.
All right, new plan. There we go.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh god, it's giant!
Oh.
Oh,
Does-
Carnival
so
belongs to
cute.
giant displaced beast now.
Yes.
That is not what I had in mind when you said it was next to a kid. Kid looks like. Oh, nope. Everything's a trick in Feywild.
That is a doll from a horror movie, for sure.
But yes, but that is what you see passing by the lost property.
Shakes his head and continues to try and find a group.
All right. What has the group been doing since their victory at the eating competition?
Have we noticed by this point that Virgil is conspicuously missing?
Yes, that does become obvious.
But, God damn it, Virgil. Did anyone see where Virgil went?
I don't
Veritas
think he was going to be the problem here,
No.
but never know.
Oh, Lord, we need leashes for everyone. Okay.
Question. As I assume we walked past the dragonfly rides to get to the feasting orchard, it appeared to be a contest, or is it just like people having fun?
Let's see. Dragonfly rides. It does not seem to be a competition. It just seems to be a fun little thing that you can ride.
Okay.
Is Tumblestrum still sitting around?
You notice that she's around.
You said she was playing music.
Yes.
Is she singing anything or just playing?
She's just strumming along with kind of like the general beat that's permeating through the carnival.
Yeah, he
We
was
still have a
preoccupied
chance
with
to
everything.
talk to her.
Yeah, but we do have a mission to think about.
But yeah,
Otherwise, I would.
she travels a lot of places. Maybe she knows where the portal is.
That's entirely possible, but I don't know if it's a good idea necessarily to let someone who might be acquaintances with the Winter Court know what we're doing. Just a thought. If we wind up not being able to find it, then maybe we can check in with her before we leave.
Doesn't Grimalkin know exactly what we're doing?
That's a good point. Yeah, you know what? I guess it couldn't hurt. But I'm kind of worried about Virgil and how he wandered off when there's someone trying to, murder him.
Pretty sure this is one of those places, kind of like Wandering Weasel, where if somebody starts a fight, something real big is going to stop it.
That's probably true, actually. Okay, yeah, I guess it couldn't hurt to chat her up a bit.
You want cupcake?
Veritas, how do you still have a stomach for those after all the ones you just ate?
What?
Never mind.
All right.
Guess we'll wander over to Eliwick.
As you approach, she notices you and waves. It's like, oh, hey guys.
He waves back.
Glad to see you got your tickets.
Was that you?
Oh, yeah, that was me.
What? Oh,
Thanks.
that was very kind of you. how did you know we were coming? Did Grey Malkin tell you?
Oh, no, Nistul told me.
Oh. Oh, that's right. My goodness. Everyone knows everyone around here.
Well, planeswalkers have a tendency to attract one another.
Eve's eyes open very wide.
So you're a planeswalker as well?
Indeed I am.
Eve's eyes are sparkling with barely No, you know what? It's not suppressed. Eve kind of like walks a little closer and is like,
So where have you been to before? What kind of places have you seen?
Oh, I've been to lots of places. But more importantly, you guys need to find the place that you need to go to.
Yeah, I guess we do. I don't suppose you've got any leads on that so far.
Nothing much, but I would say that for a carnival running this long, and a portal that seemingly just is here all the time, I would assume that the staff would know where this portal is.
That is true. Don't know how forthcoming they'll be about it, but definitely a good point.
And if not the general staff, then for sure the people in charge.
People in charge. Okay. Do you know who those would be?
Yes, that would be Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Oh! Okay, well, I guess the name of this carnival was a lot less fanciful than I thought it was at first.
Well, they took their names from the carnival.
Ah. Interesting. Do they just wander around, or is there somewhere we can maybe find them and talk to them?
Well, Mr. Witch is in charge of making sure that everything goes on schedule. You know, making sure that things are done correctly. Very much the businessman of the partnership. Whereas Mr. Light is more in the business of entertaining and most people. Let's see. I think you could probably find Mr. Light probably at when they do their big top display.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in a few hours there'll be a how do I put this? A show at the big top. I would recommend being there if you want to catch their attention.
That we definitely will. Thank you for the tip.
No problem. And
Right.
I'll be looking around myself, and if I do find anything, I'll be sure to let you know.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I guess we should probably be off about our mission. We'll have to chat some other time, though.
Oh, of course. A pleasure talking with you.
You as well.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm. As you go to turn, you'll notice that Virgil is coming up.
Oh,
thank God. Eve like storms over towards him.
His hand up. Calm down. Literally trying to do what we were made to do here, okay? Trying to find the damn door. That's it.
okay. That's great. Appreciate it. What did we agree on when we first got in here?
No, that was to the Feywild. This is a carnival for normal people.
Oh, it is? Have you been looking around at all?
Yeah, a little bit. By the way, snail races is super popular, and they're not what you think it'd be.
Oh?
And the snails are bigger than Bosch.
What?
Can you eat them?
No, I don't think you can there, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. These snails.
You're on the other side of... Where we entered, we turned left instead of right. We're on the other side. There's a prize for the winner, but participants race the snails. So, like, if we signed up for it, we ride the snails, become the jockeys.
Really?
Yeah.
They just let anyone do that?
I asked a few questions about safety. He said if anything happens, the pixies will come and stop it. The guy had a weird grin.
Done and done.
Winner gets a potion of some type, apparently.
Oh, speaking of, we've got a winner here ourselves. Gestures toward Veritas.
Yeah.
That's not shocking. Kind of figured he'd win.
Yeah, this is his area of expertise. And we also got a bit of a lead on the, our destination. We should probably be on the lookout for the leaders. Ringleaders? The people who run this place. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. He relays the information about them.
I don't know.
So, eyes open for them.
Oh, no. Sounds like we're looking to go towards snails next. Why don't we go around the top side of this that we haven't seen? Just kind of take a look around, you know.
I mean, it sounds like if there's a competition involved, that there's an actual prize that's like a normal fair or something. What kind of lie? I mean, that could help us out if once we go through that door.
We should do all the competitions that we find.
It's possibly a free item. Could potentially help us out. What'd you guys get?
Was not allowed to eat special cupcake.
You guys got a cupcake. That's what you got for eating a competition? A cupcake?
Special cupcake.
Yes, very special. It allows us to move, one person to move unseen. So yes, no eating the special cupcake yet. Sorry, Veritas.
Oh.
As he eats more normal cupcakes.
I mean, if you want to go do the things that have a prize in them, we can. Got. Well, I have 8 bulls to be punched. Veritas has 7. Everyone else has 8, I'm assuming.
That's right.
Just find the ones that have a prize, potentially win it. By that time, maybe this big top thing will happen and we can go there.
Sounds like a plan to me. Also sounds like you just want to participate in these fun games, huh?
Don't lie, the snail one, a little intriguing. Not what I had in mind. I thought we'd see like little tiny snails racing. I was like, that sounded terrible, but they're huge. They're very big. I'm kind of interested.
Okay, so sounds like we're heading back down there.
On the way down, kind of just point out like, oh, by the way, did you all see that? And point over to the giant fucking cat with fairy wings.
Well, if you go the other way as Bosch suggested, you will not see that.
Oh, we go that? Okay, yeah. Alright, I see the bridge. Never mind. Thought it was like that, like top left corner. You had to go the entrance of the carousel area and go around. And see, it was a complete circle.
Nope. Big circle.
Alright.
So, as you go ahead and...
Endless ones?
I'd say Bosch, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Natural one.
Well, with the natural one, kind of looking around, kind of getting a little bit overwhelmed by all the sensory overload. But you do still notice one thing. You notice that there are a lot of like small stalls, like little. They're like essentially there are carnival games, like little small stalls, and they do seem to have prizes as well. Yeah, basically there are not listed as like one of the main attractions. There are various carnival games that are more or less unlisted, but you could still play the games and win prizes from them.
Is there like a test your strength one for Bosch to just destroy this thing at? Like, here's the hammer and the little bell thing.
Why, there seems to be a game for each ability.
Yeah, that works.
How convenient.
Okay, I won't even lie. I'm curious what the hell the wisdom one is.
Wisdom.
What kind of game is, I swear, if it's like memorization or something. No, that'd be intelligence.
No, it is way funnier than that. Would you like to investigate some of the carnival games?
Yeah.
I mean, we said
Sure,
to
fuck
just
it,
do
yeah.
all of the competitions, right?
Let's see what we get.
Oh yeah,
So-
something with animal handling.
So, for the wisdom one,
Oh shit, that's not good for me.
you spot a gnome shouting out, "Prizes, prizes! Catch the fairy dragon by the tail and win a piece of its hoard."
Ooh.
You, sir, do you think that you are perceptive enough to catch the fairy dragon?
I don't even know what a fairy dragon is, but
Oh,
got
well,
some pretty good eyes on me.
you see a fairy dragon poke its head out. You'll notice that, and they're not blue; they are red.
Ooh.
It also
That looks
look-
evil.
like a sideways glance at Tia to see if she is at all offended by this.
They're fey. They're kind of weird. They also don't get any bigger than that.
All I gotta do is find that guy.
Yes, but there is a catch, and they pull out a blindfold.
Of course. The fuck's the point of perception? Alright. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's see if Damn Fear can actually do some shit. I'm wishing I was a lycanthrope right now.
All right. So, here's how this game works. It's simple. Just roll a perception check.
Woo!
You, being the ever perceptible guard, just kind of step into the ring, put the blindfold on, and the keen senses that you've gained since waking up has allowed you to more or less enhance your other senses, as you are very able to quickly reach out and grab the tail of the fairy dragon before they even really got a chance to really flutter around. Wow,
Do it.
that was fast. Wow. Well, I think that you might be our best contestant yet, and so deserves an extra special prize. And that being the prize of 2. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
D8.
2d8, yes.
I'll do it in roll 20.
A
6 and 8.
All right. You are given some face paint, and with this face paint, it essentially allows you to cast. It gives you the benefit of disguise self when applied. And
All
8,
right.
you get a glove puppet in the shape of a wizard with a little hat. And as an action, you can use the puppet to cast Minor Illusion. It only has 3 charges, though.
Minor illusion.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the puppet on his hand and just like look at Eve and just like I'm random shit. These are the things we win.
Huh. Well, congratulations. They suit you.
Actually, this kind of reminds me of Bosch and his hat he had.
I've got it back.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to play a game?
I want to
Intelligence.
play a carnival game. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh,
Well.
okay.
For the intelligence one, you hear Gazrakul reaching your 3 sets of ears. Birds of a feather, how about feathers of a bird? Step right up and guess how many feathers festoon this fiendish fowl. And you see a interesting stall that has a cockatrice in a cage.
What the fuck?
Oh no! Oh, I fucking hate those things.
Oh my god.
Yeah, step right up. Guess how many feathers this cockatrice has.
It has a lot. What should I roll?
So for this is a intelligence check, a raw intelligence check.
Ah, shit.
Sorry about that.
It's
But-
fine, actually.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the 20 squad.
Ooh.
Gaz,
Way better.
Gaz, using your powers of divination, look back to the past to see the number that he writ down on a note.
Motherfucker.
And you just blurt out the number on the note. They look down just like, oh, well, he crumples up the paper. That's correct.
We know.
That's exceedingly correct. Just, keep it down a little bit. And you also get to have 2 rolls. Roll 2d8.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, well,
Oh,
2-8.
yeah.
You can re-roll one of those.
Gotcha.
Okay, you gotta have 2 different items.
And ain't no
Oh,
one.
we're
Okay.
opposites. Nice.
Okay, and so the 8 is that puppet again. Would you like something different than what Virgil got?
Sure, you want me to roll again?
Yeah, roll another one. Do it.
A 3.
Ah, dude.
Okay,
Well,
you
natural one's out of
you
way.
get the one that is definitely one you want a repeat of. You get a packet of pixie dust.
Is that a drug?
No, it is an item. I don't recommend.
Not in this world.
I don't recommend snorting this, but it is
Damn.
an item in D&D Beyond that you can add to your character sheet. As an action, you can sprinkle this dust on yourself or another creature within 5 feet of you, and the recipient gains a flying speed of 30 feet for 1 minute.
I'll take that.
If the creature is airborne when the effect ends, it falls to the ground safely, taking no damage and landing on its feet. Each packet
Sweet.
has 1 use.
I like that pixie dust better than the Theros one.
I'll take them both.
And as for the 1 you rolled, I need you to roll a D100 for that.
Oh, good God.
89. You
Okay.
Pretty high.
you get a pair of shades in the shape of butterfly wings.
Just
Does-
one for the 3 of them?
Damn.
Hey, Greek oracles only had one eye between the 3 of them.
So they're just butterfly shades.
Yes.
God
That-
damn it.
A 1 is the trinket table.
God damn it.
They're fun
Okay.
stuff.
You know what?
There's some fun stuff on this table. Obviously,
This is
not as
fine.
useful as pixie dust, but you definitely got the most useful item as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This is fine. I can totally give this to some dumb shit fairy in the Fae, and they'll give me something worthwhile for it.
Anyone else wanting to play a game? Remember,
Absolutely.
remember, there is 1 game for each ability.
Big strength Bosch.
That includes Constitution.
Thought we just did that, damn it. That's what I was about to mark off, but apparently not.
No, that is a special competition. These are the small carnival game things.
Oh god.
They're
If it-
different.
Clarify, are we punching a ticket for each one of these?
Oh, yes, you are. I forgot to mention that.
Okay,
So yeah, so each.
so I'm down to 7.
So yeah, so punch, mark off a punch for each of them.
Yeah, I'll absolutely do whatever the strength one is.
All right. For you hear, strong folks, test your mettle in a goblin wrestle.
What?
You see a little wrestling pit run by a couple of goblins.
Right.
They're
yeah,
not.
well,
They're not ready.
stretch. Kind of crack the neck. I'm like,
Okay, let's do this.
All right, but you're a little big, so we'll need to even the odds. You know how it is.
Sure, I mean, whatever you gotta do.
All right. So, what you have to do is you have to pin one of them. But there are 2 of them. That will be trying to pin you. So I'll have you roll athletics versus their athletics.
okay.
Jeez, you're crushing these games.
Yeah.
You take them both, 1 in each arm, and pin them to the ground. Okay, you got it. Holy crap. Didn't think someone could be so strong. Alright.
Wait, you guys are doing great.
Yes. Unfortunately, you only get 1 roll. Sorry. A 7. You get a little plushy spider. It's a cute little thing.
Aw.
As an action, you can stroke the spider to gain the benefit of spider climb. Lasts for an hour.
Welcome to my world, Bosch.
It only has 1 charge though, so 1 use. So.
Oh, so these charges are like one and done once it's over and done with?
Yeah, once you used up all the charges, it's done.
Alright, so the lizard puppet, I got 3, and once I'm done with that, it's just a normal puppet.
We'll get to that.
Oh god damn it.
Boy.
was hoping that would just been a simple yes, but of course it's not going to be.
We
Never
will
just
get to
simple.
what happens when you use up the charges. All right.
Hate to
Veritas
fail
and
so
Eve,
much.
are you wanting to play a game?
Charisma based?
There is a charisma-based one.
Charisma or con? I mean, that's up to you. Veritas wise, like you got both good ones.
You do, in fact,
Wow.
have a pretty good con. How about this? I will say what the charisma-based one is, and you'll decide whether or not Veritas will like it.
Alright.
Sound the chime, it's time to rhyme. You bring the poem, we'll bring the noem.
Oh no.
Oh no,
You see, in this competition, there's a gnome, and you must outperform it in a best of 5 poetry contest.
That's not me.
Basically,
Veritas. Mhm.
basically, it is a series of performance checks, and you got to get
Wonder who that could have been.
best of 5.
Veritas looks over at Eve.
What are they saying?
They're saying you gotta say nice words. Wanna try saying some nice words with them?
Veritas can say nice words.
as Eve encourages Veritas. Veritas goes over.
Oh boy.
All right. Then, if you would, please roll me 3 performance checks to start out with.
Ah!
Why is the one person
Okay.
that wants to do all Feywild stuff not doing anything?
Oh wow, that's really good.
Wow. Absolutely destroying these fucking competitions. As-
To be fair,
yeah.
we're way too like high leveled.
yeah, but you're also rolling really well.
Don't worry, I'll be breaking that streak soon.
And I'm just gonna say it, these DCs are actually kinda up there.
Oh.
Like the DC for the perception check was 18.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, no, you needed some good rolls, not just good skills. But as for you, Veritas, you are able to sling about some words and absolutely befuddle the gnome, who is just unable to create a response fitting of whatever it is that just came out of your mouth. And so you may also roll 2d8.
I like to envision he just went full on V for Vendetta right there.
It wasn't even Veritas' normal voice, so like it just like changed completely.
Eve is applauding wildly from the sidelines.
All right. You also get a packet of pixie dust, as well as a wooden wand. With this wand, as an action, you can expend one of the wand's charges, which it has 8 of, to cast the Prestidigitation cantrip.
That's
It's
his
a
second
stick!
one.
Well, Eve was gonna participate in this one, but I feel like, this would be a dangerous act to follow.
Quite possibly. There is a dexterity-based one.
Yeah, I've got a +2 to Dex. Let's go for it.
Got this.
So,
No, Eve!
this almirage is no mirage. Adorn its horn with 2 or 3 wings to win a prize. It's a ring toss. but with little wooden almirages, which if you don't know, most of us are familiar with almirages at this point, but for you, Eve, a almirage is a horned rabbit.
Oh.
Like a unicorn horn.
Fuck them. Fucking hate them.
We'll step on them.
Don't do that. It's not advised.
Ouch. Ooh, this looks fun. Alright, let's give it a try.
All right, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, snap!
Whoa!
With
Nice.
absolute grace, you're able to toss your ring and have it swoop onto the Almirage's horn. Ah, there's one, but can you get more?
Ooh,
Go
let's
ahead and
find out.
Carnival was not prepared for us.
yes, because well, Eve, I do remind you that you do have Jack of all trades, which luckily D&D Beyond is already adding. But that does
right.
but that does apply, which means you have a +3, not a +2.
Ho ho. I do another one now?
Yes.
Ooh, not great.
Feeling good off that last one, you kind of put a little bit of flourish on this one and realize that that was a mistake. It goes a little soaring off, just like, oh, well, there goes that one. But you have one more ring.
Okay, in the zone. I got this. No, I don't.
Ah, that's too bad. Well, better luck next time.
Oh, well, can't win them all.
For the completionist's sake.
Yeah, no, I want to
available
like.
for con.
All right. What do you do when the eye of the Cyclops falls upon you? You stare right back if you've got the stamina. It's a staring contest with a Cyclops.
What you gonna do, brother?
Tell me, will any of you want to stare down the Cyclops?
How hard can it be? I have an advantage, 2 eyes to 1.
Heh, so you think, but that's 2 eyes that need blinking. But alright, go ahead and roll a Constitution check. Something that I bet is not done very often.
Not often, no, but sometimes.
A 14 was the number required. So unfortunately, you blink first.
Oh, too bad.
Ah, see? That's what 2 eyes get you. But alright. And as you complete these games, as you've been moving down the lane, you finally get to the snail races.
Occasionally, probably see Virgil cracking a smile and laughing as other people are doing games and stuff.
Yeah.
But alright, you have reached the snail races.
I tried to find that one guy that I was talking to earlier.
Ah, you're back!
Yeah, sorry it took so long. We kind of got lost with the little games you guys have.
Oh yes, there are plenty of attractions here. All of them quite fun.
I think I brought more than I thought would be interested in the snail racing.
Well, then I guess they should be able to, they should go up and sign up.
And Virgil will start walking towards the snail racing. Anybody want to join?
Okay.
We're in.
Veritas raises his hand as he walks over to Virgil.
Sounds like fun.
How many snails are there?
There are 8 snails, which 6 of them just got taken up by your party.
Oh god.
As Tia also wants to partake. Seems like fun.
By the
I'm
way,
great at this.
Where is she at? She a rapier? She not a rapier. Where's
Yes,
she
that's
at?
what I was gonna ask. Is she just walking around with the butterfly wings?
Chelby?
Yes.
She... As you look to check for the butterfly wings, you do notice that she is not wearing butterfly wings.
Huh?
She look like a human?
She does. She's been walking around with you this entire time, but now that you've actually kind of bothered to look, you do notice that she is in fact not wearing the butterfly wings she was given. You don't even see them on her. You're not sure where they are.
Could be in her, possibly.
Eve kind of wanders over and nudges her in the arm. It's like,
Hey, Jellybean! You don't have your wings on?
Yes, they're kind of ridiculous.
I know, but that's half the fun, isn't it? And we don't want to get in trouble here, do we? Gosh, it would be awful if you got thrown out over it.
I'd like to see them try.
Well, whatever suits you, I guess.
Walk over. Taking the festivities. I mean, they're not that bad.
Genevieve, surely you don't want to be the one pointed out as edgier than the actual vampire.
He has a point, and we don't like each other, and I'm agreeing with him right now.
Is it a problem being edgy?
No, but it is sometimes you should let your hair down and enjoy the moments.
Sister, you want to do snail races?
Veritas waving over.
Who knows? Maybe you might answer your own question. Veritas likes me so much. Just gotta take the leap of faith in the group.
Virgil, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Really need to get level 8 so I can get skilled or something. Oh, not disadvantage, the other one.
Yes, advantage, because you said the right thing. And
Ooh.
yes.
Ooh.
All
Joy
right.
for win.
All right, I'll join you in this snail race.
Yay!
That's the spirit.
Yes,
Don't
wouldn't want
expect
to
us to go easy on ya.
wouldn't want to stand here. Don't know how long it'll take for these snails to get around this track. Look how big this track is. Be here forever. All
Guy I
right.
talked to, it's a little strange. There's something about him. I don't know what though.
Okay, so, Eve, roll a d8.
Oh,
Oh, we're picking. Oh, damn.
Yep, picking snails.
We're rolling for snails.
All right, you get the purple snail.
yay!
Their name is High Road.
High road. I'm taking the high road. Let's go.
Yep. Bosch, roll a d8.
You, smallest person in our group gets high road.
Kidding.
6. You get the orange one. Their name is Wizzy.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Gazrakul,
For a
roll a
whole-
d8.
For a whole second, I thought the orange one was its name.
No,
You get the orange.
each snail has a color assigned to them, but they also have a name. With a 2, you get the blue one, whose name is Nimblefoot.
But it doesn't have feet.
How's Appa?
Don't know. There could be like little feet running underneath the body of that snail.
You want to talk about horror?
Oh shit, right?
Veritas, roll a d8.
Yeah!
A 4. I'm really glad we haven't got any repeats. You get the green one, fittingly. Kind of. Its name is Quickleaf. And Virgil, roll a d8.
You had to say something. Yes, we're all different.
Yes, you get the pink one.
Yes.
Yes!
Their name is Shelly Moo.
Oh my
I'm sorry, what? Shelly Moo? As in like cow?
That is amazing.
Alright, let's do it, Shelly Moo.
Alright, and that leaves Tia and Chilvy. The ones that are left. Tia will get on the yellow one. That is Flower Flash. And and Chilvy will get on the black one.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You get the goths now.
And they are Queen's Majesty.
Wow.
Ah.
So edgy.
Who will, as Tia is getting on the snail, go to help her up and give her a bolstering magic at Wink.
A bolstering magic. What does that do?
At a D3 to ability checks
Alright. And is that a
I go-
constant thing that lasts?
for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, either me or Shelly getting this pink one would have been perfect.
Yes.
Either of you could have been the pink one or the black
The
one.
black one, yeah, exactly.
Yep. Okay. Alright. Racers, to your marks. As the snails line up. On your mark. Get set. Go! I need animal handling checks.
Yep. All right.
Damn, Bosch is, I'm pretty sure, good at that.
High road, no.
Oh, nope, use a luck. Luck. I get a natural one, I'm not that far behind. Listen,
I don't even need to use points.
Guys!
Okay.
17 over a natural one any day.
So. Alright. So, this particular game is a bit harder to track, so I will need all of your help.
Right.
You got it.
So, basically, when you succeed on the check, you gain an extra, some feet, some distance on your opponents. But if you fail the check, you obviously lose some, and you gain more if you succeed by more than 5, and you lose more if you fail by more than 5. So, Eve, I need you to write down -20.
Oh, God.
And just kind of have that number somewhere.
You got it.
And Bosch, +20. Veritas, -10.
Okay.
Gazrakul, +20. And Virgil, you also got +20. As the three of you are neck and neck as Eve kind of slows down. However, one thing I should say to kind of put this on a bit of perspective is these are not normal giant snails. These snails have a speed of 80 feet. These snails blitz across the track. And so essentially, I will have you roll another set of animal handling checks. And basically, we will roll these until you get to the end of the course, which would be in 5 checks, I believe.
We rolling now?
So yeah, so go ahead and roll another animal handling check as you race across the track. And I forgot my snail racing music.
I'm getting a Banjo-Kazooie vibe so hard right now.
Little bit, yes. All right.
What?
Any meddling from anyone?
I cast haste.
It doesn't work.
Damn it.
The snails are already hasted.
Damn it.
Oh.
Do I get that spell slot back?
Sure.
Thanks.
Why not?
All right.
Do I know what snails eat? Plants, yes?
They eat plants, but you are a bit too far away from its mouth in order to really feed it anything, unfortunately.
Can I cast minor illusion of some vegetables in front of its face?
Sure, but you get the feeling that it's not going to make it go any faster. I meant more meddling as in, is there any lux or something?
Aw. I'll do it anyway for flavor.
Veritas
I mean, if I
grabs.
can cast a spell, I'll cast one.
Veritas grabs his wand of pyrotechnics and fires it up into the sky.
Yes,
you
very
have 2 wands now.
Yes. So, Eve, go ahead and change that -20 into -10 as you are able to increase as you're able to make up a little bit of distance. Bosch, add 20 to your 20. Gazra Cool, add 10. Veritas, add 10. Virgil, add 10.
Got it.
And another round, please.
Bosch is killing
As
it.
Bosch is able to just speed on ahead.
Damn it. I rolled poorly.
Oh god, yeah. I did too.
All right.
Thank you.
Bosch is just crushing this.
So, Gaz, subtract 20.
I made so much progress.
Eve,
Yep.
add 20. Bosch, add another 20.
Oh my god.
Virgil, subtract 20.
Yep, me and guys, the two that don't like each other, neck and neck.
Yes, and Veritas,
It's like, what the hell is this?
and Veritas,
Yeah.
add 20 to your number.
Alright.
Bosch
Alright.
just got like the sea biscuit lead.
All right. Bosch is blitzing ahead. Checking on our NPCs. They're not doing too good.
Oof.
Tia seems to be kind of keeping pace with the majority of you. Celebi is behind Eve.
Oh.
No.
All right, and another roll.
You falls
Better.
back to join Celebi.
Yes! I have
Another
a chance.
another nat 20.
God damn.
Yeah.
Dang. And yeah, the NPCs are not doing great. They're both suffering.
Bosch finally whiffed.
So, Eve subtract 10, Bosch subtract 20, Gazra Cool add 20, Veritas add 20, Virgil subtract 10.
I'm at 0.
Me too!
What the hell is the DC for this race, Dale?
12.
I'm a bitch.
All right, one more. As you are coming around the
Oh my
final
God.
bend.
I go with animals. And
Like
you just
to,
smoked my ass.
Activate my portent. I rolled a 19.
All right. So, Gazra Cool, add 20. Virgil, subtract 10.
Oh yeah, no, I'm man. I'm in negatives.
Bosch, add 10. Eve, add 20. And Veritas, subtract 20. All right. Give me your final numbers. Let's start with Eve. Just going down the line.
20!
Bosch.
50.
Sorry, what?
50?
50? Okay.
50.
Yep. Guys are cool.
Also 50.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Veritas?
20!
Virgil?
Neg 10.
Oh,
All right.
I knew I had to blow that portent if I wanted to even keep pace with Bosch.
All right.
Eve high fives Veritas as they cross the finish line.
Hold up. We have two racers neck and neck running towards the finish line. I want each of you to roll a d20.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
And by an antenna, Bosch crosses the finish line first. Congratulations, Bosch.
Well done, my friend.
There, top
That was
five.
whatever your name is, you did great. That was amazing.
whatever your name is.
Fireworks fire off behind you.
Man, I made a point of not using my one. But it doesn't matter, because who am I?
Yes. So, the attendant hands you a potion, Bosch. Go ahead and add a potion of advantage to your inventory.
Ah.
Oh boy. That's what Bosch needs. He needs that.
After the race is over, this Chelavi's like mood, is she still brooding?
It's brooding a little bit until, so it turns out that there's a consolation prize for whoever comes in last place,
Oh, no.
which was Chelavi.
Oh,
Here you are, madam. Better luck next time. It's a wand. Thanks. She'll pocket it.
Does she look like she's in a better or worse mood now?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay.
I do as well.
Yes.
I'm just going to use a magic awareness to see as she puts it in her pocket if it's magical.
It is, in fact, magical.
Okay.
She
With
smokes us.
with your 10 and 11, unfortunately, it's a bit hard to read her face.
That's fair.
But yes. But as time in the Witchlight Carnival ticks away, having fun at many of its different corners, that is where we will leave tonight's session.